Hello everybody again. So it's Saturday. Um, Great to be a Saturday. So I'm not gonna have a whole lot on here for my video today and stuff. I think Saturdays or the weekends and stuff should be more fun days and stuff. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna pick up my guitar. Doesn't mean not gonna sit here and play and practice and work on improving my guitar playing skills. But instead of so much trying to play tablature and learn some of the songs and stuff I've been trying to work on learning and stuff, I think I may just more have a little bit of fun with the guitar. Do my little exercises. Anyways, maybe even do some try to play along with somebody else's stuff. It's got a YouTube video out there of some music I might be able to try. For example, I went to one of Marty's videos this morning and stuff, and was while I was trying to wake up, just sitting there watching the videos and all that sort of stuff. I think I seen him doing something like this. I don't remember exactly what it was. Like I said, I was just waking up, so my ability to remember things or try to learn something stuff wasn't quite working yet. But something else I did last night and stuff that I want to tell you guys about. So I've talked about this in a few other videos. Ear training. I have found a video out there and stuff that's supposed to help with ear training. As far as teaching your ears how to pick up specific notes, so that way when you are listening to something being played, whether it be on TV, whether it be on the radio, whether it be on a CD or whatnot, new or old, or even on a concert and stuff, you might be able to pick up on what those sounds are because of your ears being trained to know what those notes you're hearing are instantly. So then you can translate that to the guitar. For example, if you hear a B note being played, then your ears are used to it and stuff, so you hear it and then you can translate it to the guitar. And all you gotta do is work on getting the pitch right. This B, this B, this B, sort of thing. So yes, that's something else I'm going to start incorporating into my daily practicing and exercising and stuff. I think I spent 15 minutes on it yesterday working on just trying to do that. I'm not really going to reveal the source because I'm not sure if I can pull it back up or remember where I got it from, but yeah, if you can find information on how to better train your ears to listen to sounds, this will help you to be able to, like I said, mimic somebody else's playing just by what you hear. So you'd be using a multiple of different angles to learn how to play guitar. If you know how to read tablature, there's one method. Again, tablature has different versions of it, and it normally is designed by somebody that has that ear training and used their ear skills or hearing skills to write down the tablature. And then you got an instructor or a teacher, somebody that can help you learn how to play guitar. So what you're doing and stuff is you're mimicking what they're doing. That may not work so well for ear training. I think ear training is something you have to pick up on your own. It is not an easy skill. They say it can take anywhere from a year to 2 years and stuff. Again, I think that's something else that's going to be based on how much time you actually spend trying to teach your ears the notes of the guitar or the sounds of the guitar. But what if it's being played in a chord? Well, I looked into that too. So a chord like the A chord here, we've learned that one. How do you distinguish one note out of that chord? Well, the video I was watching yesterday and stuff actually broke it down with the B, E, and the G, or maybe it was a C, E, and G. Yeah, C, E, and G. If you play those simultaneously, you can hear the chord. And maybe you're trying to listen to individual parts of that chord and stuff, where the E's being played, where the G's being played, or where the C's being played. Again, I suggest you look up your best method and stuff, because his method may not work for you, may not work for me even. But I do like where he's getting at with this. The whole idea is to recognize each note and the chord individually. Even when you got multiple strings being strung at the same time, or even simultaneously. Simultaneously being you're using your fingers to play them. See if we can do that. Can't do it very well, but yeah, you get the idea. So, pretty much the way he described it and stuff, and I'll give you this much. First off, you play just the one note. So there's a C. And the way he did it, apparently, or the way he describes it, how he did it, is once he would play it and stuff, he would consistently and try to match pitch with it by humming. So if you can hum that same pitch, there's a synchronization you can hear in your ears that tells you that you are matching just right there. It's nothing that I can describe, nothing that I can point out to you. It's something that you have to know what I'm talking about in order to use that skill. I know I hear the same thing and stuff when I hear two motors, because I'm used to working on cars and I used to deal with airplanes or whatnot. So you're listening to two motors running at the same time. When they're running in sync to where both motors are doing the pretty much identical thing at the same time, it's a synchronization. You can hear there's a tone that it makes when both sounds collide at the same frequency together. I don't know what it is. Like I said, it's not something I can describe very well, but you kind of get the idea if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about and stuff, you're going to have to work on trying to listen for that pitch or that noise or that sound or that synchronization or whatever and stuff by playing the note and try to hum it and stuff until you can hear. And it's very faint. It's not going to scream out, hey, here I am, this is what it sounds like when you're matching. No. When you sit there and play that right there and you try to hum along with it, assuming that your guitar is in tune. Your guitar has to be in tune in order for this to work, and that's why I stress so much and stuff on different songs. If you're trying to pick up the notes on a song, you need to know what the tuning of the guitars are in order to try to mimic it. So this would be another way of trying to learn how to play guitar. The instructor, the tablature, mimicking what somebody else is doing, whether it be through an instructor or be through YouTube video or whatever it may be. The third and harder method and stuff, in my opinion, because it takes longer to develop your ears unless it just comes natural to you, is training your ears for the notes and picking out the notes in the song. And I can tell you, I tried doing that yesterday with one of the songs that I've kind of learned. I tried picking out the solo with my ears, and I just was listening and listening and listening, and I just like, how do I do this? Well, so I decided to do a little bit more research on how to get my ears to work a little bit better with that, and he said it can take up to a year. Apparently the way he did it was somebody brought him a sound or a song or something like that and stuff and asked him to translate it to tablature so he can learn how to play it. And yes, tablature is a great way to learn how to play guitar. It's going to teach you how to play specific songs, but only those versions of those songs it'll teach you how. I mean, it'll teach you to play the D chord at this time and stuff. What kind of strumming, what kind of speed, and all that sort of stuff. But it won't give you the ability to get up on stage with a group of people if they invite you up on stage to play a song with them that you've never heard of or never read tablature for, and just play along with them. It won't give you that ability. Tablature won't. The ability to be able to, I mean, if they say play in the key of D minor, well, you might know and stuff a little bit about that. I'm still learning about it myself and stuff a little bit. I know that in the key of D minor and stuff pretty much you're using the D minor scale, I believe. Which means that it may not even start with a D minor. It may start with something else, but you're going to use that D minor scale to play that song in. I've got a lot of learning myself to do and stuff, and I'm planning on getting right back into it and diving deep into it. And I've already started with all these videos. You guys see me pick up my guitar every day. See me play these things. They don't always sound the greatest and stuff because it's normally the first time I picked up my guitar for the day. Pretty much all I'm doing with this and stuff is I'm just warming up, practicing, exercising, jumping from chords to chords. I mean, I could also sit here and so, I mean, I can sit here and mess around with this all day long and stuff and just have fun with it. That's the point of playing a guitar, is to enjoy it. But again, if you ever decide you're going to get into a band and stuff and you're going to sit there and play along with a band, you either have to memorize what you guys are playing, or if you want to do battle of the bands and stuff, you may have to make something up on the fly or on the go. And that may not always be easy and stuff, which is why you should definitely consider the idea of mimicking other people, picking up the notes with your ears and trying to play along with a song just the way you hear it. And there's people that have been playing long enough where they can simply do that. If you're not familiar with there's a person out there that I believe was doing it. I'm not 100% sure on how accurate it was because I didn't know a lot of the songs that he played. Some of the songs he played, I'm sure he had it memorized, but if you're familiar with the Do, that was a person that did a lot of live streams and stuff. I believe it was mostly when there was a streaming platform that was out that he would use all the time. I don't remember it. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. Some of you may recognize it, some of you may not. Let's see here. Right there. I believe he does have his own YouTube. Yep, right there. That's not him, but this one is. He's the one that's always got his face covered up. I believe his official, let me put this up here real quick. His official thing was, it wasn't TikTok. Yeah.
Where are we?
Give it just a second for this commercial to go away.
Hello? Oh, there you are.
Okay, so trying to remember what his official thing was. and I can't remember, but yeah, let me share this with you so you can see what I'm talking about, just in case you're not sure. There we go. Put that up there too. There we go. So this person right here, the dude, a great guitar player in my opinion. Also, obviously plays piano too. And he showed off his skills of being able to simply listen to a song and play based on that song, based on what he heard. So, I mean, if he didn't know the song and stuff, he'd pull it up on his phone. My phone's being used right now, but yeah, he'd pull it up on his phone and stuff. He'd type it in, pull it up on his phone, listen to it for a minute and stuff. I think he asked for about 30 seconds to a minute and stuff to be able to listen to it. And then next thing you know, he put his phone down and he just started playing it. He had his ears tuned real good to be able to pick up the notes in the song and know how to play it. I'm pretty sure for the most part and stuff, when he was doing that, since most songs are played in scales, once he heard what scale the song was being played in, he could play it. He may not get every note right in the song or whatnot, but I mean, he could play it well enough to where you could recognize it. It's like something else I was watching the other day. Somebody was sitting there playing Jingle Bells on their guitar. They weren't playing it the right notes, but it didn't matter what notes they were playing it in, because it was the rhythm of the notes that they were currently playing it in. So even if Jingle Bells is played in, let's say, G, A, and D, those are the normal notes and stuff that Jingle Bells is played in. Well, it doesn't mean you can't play it in another set of notes. Playing it in like A, B, and C. I mean, you may or may not be able to play it in that, but I mean, either way and stuff, you might be able to find a way to play it that way. Play Jingle Bells in those notes. Would it sound the same? Definitely not. But could you make out what the person's trying to play? Yeah, you can, like with your ears. You know what the rhythm of Jingle Bells is. Just like this song right here. There's a lot of people who don't recognize what this song is that I play. Now, I picked that up and stuff off of learning a scale, because this is a part of a scale. If I was the scale of B, it would go from here all the way down to the same spot at the bottom here. And the way you would do that is, and that's the entire scale of B. If I was to say those notes out loud, it would be B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, back to B. Now, how do I know that? Well, that's another music theory thing. But when I did this and stuff, I was getting faster at it. When I got faster at it, I started picking up, oh, that's that song right there. How does the rest of it go? And that's how I figured out that song. I recognized that pattern right there. I'm not using the right notes for that song. I'm not using the right chords. I'm not even using the right instrument for that song. But my ears recognize the pattern. And therefore, I can play it that way. I can play it this way. Oops. So, I mean, I can even... But ear training, I don't have it down. It's going to take some time. And I'm going to spend, just like picking up this guitar and playing and stuff, you see me doing this every day. I make these videos to show that I'm doing it every day, no matter if I'm only doing it for 15 minutes, a half hour, an hour, 2 hours, 8 hours a day. It's the idea that I picked up the guitar and I started playing it again. You're going to start thinking that this is my favorite guitar in the world. This is the amp and making these videos. And yes, it's going to get boring seeing these videos. And I fully understand that. If you watch these videos, it's great. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to show that I am doing it. I'm working on it. I'm putting in the effort. And I'm going to continue to do it. And now I've got another focus and stuff. I'm going to start training my ears to pick up these notes on this guitar. That way when I'm listening to a song, if I want to start playing it, I don't have to go and search for the tablature. It may take a year before I get to the point where I can just sit there and listen to it and then start playing it, but I'll eventually get there. Right now I can't do a whole lot of shredding or a whole lot of fast playing. I can do this. Simply mimicking it off of what somebody else did. I didn't pick that up off of tablature. I'm simply mimicking what somebody else did. I found that's the easiest way to actually learn how to play is to mimic somebody else. Because here's another one. See, you can see me, I'm making a bunch of mistakes right there and stuff, and that's because I'm trying to remember the tablature itself. Instead of trying to remember what somebody else did, I'm trying to remember the tablature. And this little thing that I'm doing up here is not much different than what I did with this right here. But I picked this up so much quicker doing this. Watching somebody else do it, and I was mimicking what they were doing. It tells you that my ability to learn by mimicking somebody else is a lot faster than me being able to look at tablature and try to memorize the tablature. And I'm sure it's going to be a lot faster than me being able to teach my ears to pick up the sounds, because I'm not very good at learning how to memorize sounds. I am terrible at that. That's my worst way of learning. But I'm not going to let it discourage me. I'm going to get it done. So, something else and stuff that I've picked up, and I've kind of manipulated this in my own way, but I think the original way I learned it was... Now I'm just making mistakes, so... Now, I picked that up off of somebody else as well. I think it was Brooke Hoover's is who I picked that up off of. In fact, I'm almost sure I did. But I've learned to kind of manipulate that too to make it sound better in my ear, or play it in a unique style that sounds good to me. Or whatnot. So, I mean, I'll mess around with that for hours. Come up here and play it. Whatnot and stuff. I mean, manipulating things and stuff is kind of the way we do things. But can I sit there and play the same solo in a really quick way, like 200, 300 beats, or even faster than that? No, I can't. My fingers aren't fast enough. I've not trained myself well enough to be able to do that. In fact, I have been working on trying to improve this little thing right here. Now, some people may think that that's very pretty, and it's fine. It's stuff I kind of like the tune of it myself, and I've manipulated that in so many different ways. Besides just being able to play, going from the top string to the bottom string of. I've also added other strings to it, so. Notice I'm playing the A string right there, and I'm not hitting the A string with my fingers at all, so it's kind of ringing out the same thing. Well, what about this? So there I'm hitting that high E string, and I'm just letting it ring out throughout the entire thing. Anyways. That's what music is about. I mean, like I said, today and stuff is just more of a fun day. I'm not going to make this video for too long and stuff. I'm going to actually sit here and focus on playing the guitar, enjoying myself, having a great Saturday and Sunday, and I hope everybody else does too. Continue working on learning songs, whether it's through tablature or practicing or watching somebody else or mimicking somebody else, or if you are into the habit of learning by ear and stuff, then there you go. But I think that's going to be it for this video. Tomorrow I'll do another video kind of like this one and stuff, unless there's something else I pick up or learn or figure out, and I'll kind of share with you. I hope you're picking up your guitar every day. I hope you're learning more every day. I hope you're progressing. If you're running into a brick wall, I'm kind of in the same spot right now myself and stuff, but I'm just trying to push through it and keep going at it, and I'm not letting it discourage me. So enjoy your day.